Okay, so we're gonna move through some mobility work just to address elbow pain when squatting or benching. So I want you to grab a foam roller on your back. We're gonna go mid-back, just underneath your shoulder blades, keeping that core engaged. Keep it tight. Try not to overarch your back. You want to keep your back neutral, and if anything, round through it so that you can kind of work through that thoracic spine. And if you're comfortable, you can lift your bum up, again keeping that core engaged, and just rock back and forth through it a little bit, and then rest your bum down. And if you can, reach all the way up. Inhaling, trying not to overarch your back, keep that neutral spine. And you can make some angels. If you need to, just do one arm at a time. Just moving through, breathing into it. Keeping that core engaged. And come up to the shoulders. Wiggle through it a little bit. And just roll through that thoracic spine. We're going to get in the quadruped or tabletop position. So I want your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We're going to engage that core. This hand goes behind your ear. You're going to breathe in, if you heard that pop, keeping that core nice and tight, all the way up to the ceiling if you can. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, elbow to elbow. I want you to do 8 to 10 on each side, or 8 to 15 on each side if it feels good. Quite often we'll have better mobility on one side than the other. Do your best to keep your hips as parallel to the ground as possible through this. And you're just working through that thoracic spine. So for this stretch, I want you to take your thumb and put it in your palm. And then we're gonna go to the wall. And I want that thumb in palm against the wall. We're gonna push your arm against the wall as best as you can. And you're gonna look in the other direction. And just get a really nice stretch through the top of your shoulder, through that pec muscle, through your bicep. Give it a nice, good stretch. We're gonna hold it for about 30 breaths on each side. So you can do that on that side. And then again, a thumb in that palm against the wall. You want your arm to be about parallel to the ground. And we're gonna push through and look in that opposite direction. And again, hold it for about 30 breaths. And then the next one, you are going to have your elbow slightly higher than your shoulder, arm against the wall. And again, you're going to come over here and you're going to look down, give it a good stretch. You can look up, give it a good stretch. Do 10 breaths each way. 3 times on each side. Again, you want that elbow just a little bit higher than your shoulder. We're gonna look in the opposite direction. You can look up for a few breaths. Say 10 breaths. Look down for 10 breaths. Up. We're gonna do 30 breaths on each side.